White pawn marches to b3. Black pawn marches to b6. White pawn marches to c4. Black pawn marches to c5. White knight marches to f3. Black knight marches to f6. White knight marches to g3. Black knight marches to g6. White pawn marches to e3. Black pawn marches to e6. White pawn marches to d4. Black pawn captures pawn at d4. White pawn captures pawn at d4. Black bishop marches to c7. White pawn marches to d5. Black bishop marches to f4. White bishop captures knight at f6. Black pawn captures bishop at f6. White knight marches to h5. Black kingside castling. White knight captures bishop at f4. Black queen captures knight at f4. White pawn marches to g3. Black queen retreats to d6. White queen marches to b2. Black knight marches to e5. White bishop marches to e2. Black pawn captures pawn at d5. White pawn captures pawn at d5 and gives check. Black king escapes check at b8. White knight captures knight at e5. Black pawn captures knight at e5. White rook moves sideways to d1. Black pawn marches to h5. White king marches to g2. Black pawn marches to h4. White bishop marches to c4. Black pawn marches to f5. White rook moves sideways to e1. Black rook moves sideways to e8. White rook marches to e2. Black pawn captures pawn at g3. White pawn captures pawn at g3. Black queen moves sideways to h6. White queen marches to a3. Black pawn marches to e4. White resigns and black wins the game.